Yay!
I made contact, so that's good.
So how did you get started with music?
I've kind of been singing like my whole life.
And then when I moved out to LA, I was in a musical theater middle school.
Yeah.
And so I had like singing and dancing and acting class every day. That's sort of what Victorious was created after, was my experience at this school. So yeah, that's how I started.
Oh! Okay, so how did you get started with music?
My parents had a jazz band and we would play our few self-written songs in their intermissions. When my parents went back on stage, we went through the audience and said, "Oh, we're collecting money." And that's how we made our first money. I was maybe 7 years old.
Oh my god!
And that was such a great way to get
Is
pocket
that
money.
not how you bought this house? The money from
Long story short, yes.
How was Big Girls written? Because I know you got a good story.
Oh my god. So I had just arrived in America. I got to write a song in Los Angeles. Jim Bellitato from Sony, he put me together with this girl who just left a girl group called White Orchid. So she came in and she was in tears and I asked her what's wrong, and she said she just broke up with her boyfriend. She still loved him, but she came out of rehab and had to get herself together. And I said, maybe just write him a letter. And so she got this paper and started writing a goodbye letter to him. I had the guitar out. 5 minutes later, I asked her to read it back to me, and that was the first verse.
Oh my gosh.
And then we looked at the chorus. Where could the chorus go? And the words spilled out of her, and we were thinking, how could this end? And I had this list of titles. I looked at this list, and Big Girls Don't Cry was there. And I thought, yes.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So when was your first television show?
Well, technically I did like my first guest starring role on a TV show. It was on Disney.
Yeah.
When I was 11. It was on The
11.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I had my first kiss in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, what's that kid?
It was good. It was so good. I mean, it was like a, but like for me, it was a big deal. I was like, this is a big moment.
Yeah.
You know, of course.
Wow.
What was Fergie like back in the day?
Back in the day, she, I think she went through a lot emotionally. I'm not sure, there was a lot of things probably in her life that she had to cope with. And a lot of emotion. Like you look at her and it was just a bundle of emotions. And
Perfect for songwriting.
Perfect for songwriting. I thought, yay, she's suffering, that makes a song.
Great, yeah, really great work.
Did you have a childhood?
I actually surprisingly did have a childhood. I think like a lot of people, when they think of like child stars and whatnot, that like you had no childhood. They think of like the Michael Jackson, like Judy Garland of it all, which I think is probably true for a lot of people, sadly. But I feel really lucky. Like I went to normal school, like all throughout middle school. No, I had like a really, like for the most part, normal childhood, except for when I, left high school to film a TV show and whatnot. But like, I have really grounded, amazing parents, and I'm like super close to my family. So I feel like it was always pretty healthy.
Great.
Just really busy,
Is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn. No, come on. I remember when we were recording, you said that you had a story about the bridge and how like the bridge was written.
Okay, yeah. So we had written the verses both and the chorus. And then I played the guitar and I put a little drum beat on it. And that was it. And then I said, Fergie, can you come? I got something. So we recorded the verse and the chorus and we thought, what's going to happen now? And I thought, okay, maybe I jam some chords together. And so I jammed these chords for the bridge and recorded them. And in that time, in her mind, somehow she put the words together for the bridge. And then she freestyled the bridge in one take on it. And I was like,
what?
yeah. It spilled out of her. It was magic.
And that's such a brilliant bridge. Like, it's so good.
It's so prose and it's just,
so good.
I don't know who writes like this. I mean, it's just...
That's incredible.
Almost. Alright, then, do you remember when you first heard Big Girls Don't Cry on the radio?
I just remember hearing it and being so blown away by this song. And I think at that point she had done like a lot of these like big pop hits. Like she had London Bridge and like Fergalicious, I think, was already out, which was
Glamorous,
amazing.
Yeah.
And this song was like so just introspective and personal and beautiful, and the melodies were gorgeous. And I just remember thinking like, oh my god, this is just an amazing song. Like I just loved it. And through the years, like this song like stands the test of time. It will forever be like an amazing song and like a classic in my opinion. So that's why I'm like, again, like I said this to you a million times, I'm so honored to be able to sing it.
Yeah.
So very exciting. What is something that people would be surprised to know about you?
Ooh. I grew up on a bicycle, and one of my big loves is bike riding. And I love, like I was in London 6 months, I was always on these little electric line bicycles. And that's my whole childhood. I was on a bicycle, just going from house to house, knocking on doors, seeing if anyone wants to play with me.
Oh, Toby! Little Toby was so cute.
So, I'm very happy when I ride the bicycle.
Oh, I love that. It's like nostalgic for you.
Yeah.
Brings you back to your childhood. That's cute. At least I'm like making contact and it's like somewhat going in the right direction.
Yeah. What is something that no one knows about you that they would be surprised to find out about you?
Something that no one knows about me that would be surprised to find out about. Well, like really random thing is that I'm really good at like picking things up with my toes and like pinching people with my toes.
No way.
Yes, like I can like pinch you really hard with my toes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so if you see me barefoot, you better watch out.